moment you realized that the world had changed? Let me tell you a quick little story that has nothing and everything to do with the future of our world and how you fit into it. In 1917, the United States faced a huge problem. They were working hard to compete in the industrialized economy, and there was a shortage. Not a shortage of oil or coal or other natural resources, a shortage of people, specifically obedient factory workers. The solution to this economic dilemma? It was an experiment of sorts. It hadn't been done before, until someone thought of it. Mandatory public school. Unfortunately, the initial purpose of the United States public school system was not to inspire children or generate scholars. And it wasn't created for dreamers, people who color outside the lines, break the rules, and challenge the status quo. The public school system of the early 1900s was invented to create a nation full of adults who would obediently do their jobs in the factory assembly lines. Teaching kids to sit in straight rows and scheduling the entire day with the ringing of bells wasn't by chance. Punishing those who didn't conform was purposeful. These were the skills they would need to join the labor force. Intentional or not, this early method of turning dreamers into workers was an investment in the nation's economic future. And it worked. This then led to several generations of productive, fully employed workers. But it isn't working anymore. Why? Our economy has changed. We don't live in an industrialized economy anymore. We live in a connected economy. Right now, there are more users on Facebook than there were people on the planet 200 years ago. Technology has made it possible for us to connect with people, ideas, and information from anywhere in the world instantaneously. And as a result, our economies have expanded from localized towns and communities to the entire world. We have globalized trade in nearly every way. In the past, the obedient, do-what-you're-told without question people were rewarded for working hard and putting their dreams aside in order to toe the line. They were given well-paying jobs that led to long-term careers. They were guaranteed pensions, benefits, and the promise that they would always be taken care of. And they were. But that promise is gone for most of us today. Even if you have a white-collar job, the majority of white-collar workers are still working in a factory. Instead of operating a sewing machine or welding a widget, they now push pencils, type on keyboards, or process paperwork. It's still factory work because the entire focus of the day is spent on increasing productivity, which leaves little room for creativity, spontaneity, or individuality. The educated, hard-working masses are still doing what they're told, but they're no longer getting what they deserve. Even if you do everything you are told to do today, graduate from high school, go to college, get a degree, work hard in whatever job you can find, if you're lucky enough to find one, you're not guaranteed anything. Companies are being forced to change or die right now. Layoffs happen much more often than job openings appear, and the highest paying jobs are disappearing or heading overseas at an alarming rate. If you have a job where your boss tells you exactly what to do, he or she will always find someone cheaper than you to do it. Did you know that the average length of a job today is about 4.5 years? Contrast that to the 1960s when it was 40 years. The connected economy rewards a different group of people. It rewards the people who see things differently, who don't conform, people who have ideas that no one else has, people who are willing to work hard but know that the old way of doing things is broken. The connected economy rewards you not for being a cog in the wheel of life, but for standing up and reaching out. The connected economy rewards the connectors. Whether it's connecting a person to a person, a business to a business to a product, or a product to a person, those who learn how to connect are the ones who will survive and excel in the connected economy. That is how the world has changed. It's not about to change. It already has. Things are different now, and they're not going back to the way they used to be. Look at Facebook. What's their product? It's you. Your network, your information, your ideas, they all have value. Does Facebook pay you for the money they make selling your information to advertisers? No. But we still use it because we have an innate desire to connect with people. In fact, neuroscientists have found that we are actually hardwired to connect with each other. Some people know how to leverage this innate ability in today's economy, but most don't. And because they don't know how to do it, most of them are paralyzed with fear, resisting the shift, despite clear indications telling them it's time to change. In 1917, a group of people performed an experiment that forever changed the way that we earned a living. The world today is facing another huge problem. We're facing a shortage of our own. Not a shortage of factory workers or consumers. The world has enough of those. We have a shortage today of dreamers and connectors. And so, we're holding our own little experiment. And you happen to be the subject of it. This 8-minute presentation was specifically designed to seek out and find the connectors around us. Those who recognize that we are on the brink of the next economic revolution, who are ready to thrive in the connected economy, and who are searching for the best way to do it. The internet and technology are rapidly changing the way that we do everything today, including how we make a living. It's not too late to embrace the change and find a way to make yourself relevant and profitable in our brave new world. And that's why we've invited you here today. We've created something that rewards you for connecting. It pays you for bringing people together behind a cause, product, or idea. And we have systematized it and made it so that you can do it from anywhere with anyone at any time. If you are passionate about helping people, if you are passionate about changing lives, if you want to position yourself to be a capitalizing force within the connected revolution instead of just a bystander, let's start now. Do you remember the moment you realized that the world had changed? How about the moment you realized you could change with it?
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to this wealth building webinar on Tuesday evening. My name is Sheila Abram, and I am pleased to be the host of this wonderful presentation tonight. I love Tuesday nights, and the reason why I love Tuesday night is May 7th. Actually, it was May 6th, our time, but in Germany it was May 7th. On a Tuesday night, 2014, I saw my first Carrot Bars webinar, and I've never been the same. My financial future has been forever changed. So I hope with the information that I'm going to give you tonight is going to also change your financial future and change how you think or what you think the rest of this year can mean for you. We are already into the last quarter of the year. Some of us look up and said, oh my gracious, where did the time go? It was just January 1st. And now we've got 3 months left to the end of the year. I did not accomplish, for sure, my New Year's resolution, because for most people that goes out the window by February. But I wanted to make more money. I wanted to save more money. I wanted to get a better job, or I wanted to start my own business. And life just happened to get in the way. Well, now it's time to stop and realize what your dreams, what you were hoping for December 31st when you were making those New Year's resolutions. What is a dream? And a dream that's going to be so strong that nothing is going to take you off course. See, something has had to have happened in your circumstance, in your situations, to where you're saying, I've got to do something different. You know, sometimes when we talk about dreams, we talk about material things. We talk about, you know, how would you like to vacation? We talk about how would you like to travel, you know, on a plane. We talk about, you know, what type of house would you like to live in? What type of estate, you know, what area? All of these different things that we talk about for us to want to do something different. And then when you have that dream, we always say, you know what, not only write that dream down, go on the internet and download pictures of that dream, print out the pictures of your dreams and put them out, put them all over the wall, because that makes you continue to move towards them. You know, do you like helicopters? Do you want to be able to take a helicopter ride to your favorite place for dinner so you can avoid the traffic? Well, there are a lot of wealthy people that are doing just that. So you do need to think about what your dreams are and what you want to accomplish. You know, there needs to be something. Is it, you know, your family, your extended family, your grandchildren, your children? What do you want for them that you know you can't accomplish it right now with the salary you're making? See, some people just want to be able to put their children in a nice private school. That's what they want. But we know private school tuition, my goodness, is a house payment this day and age. But you know, most of us have done exactly what we were supposed to do. We went to school, graduated high school. We were told you better go to college. You want to get a good job. You want to get ahead. So we went to college. We graduated with our degree. One thing we didn't realize, college was preparing you to be an employee, but the video that I just showed you, the connector video, it unveiled a startling truth. And that startling truth is public school is preparing you to be an employee. See, we're sending our children to public school and they're automatically preparing you to be an employee. Now, one thing that I do have to mention, this just happened. You know, my granddaughter was born. She's a few weeks old now. And it used to be that as parents, you know, we could decide when we were going to get our children a Social Security number. And for a lot of us parents, we didn't need to get Social Security numbers for our children until, goodness, one of my sons was middle school. Do you know now they're automatically giving babies Social Security numbers? That was startling to me. My little Michaela already has a number given to her by the government saying, we're waiting for you to turn 16 where you can work a summer job. We're waiting for you to turn 18 if you don't want to go to college. We got your number ready. We're going to make sure you're paying your income taxes. See, the system is designed for workers. That's what this entire system is designed for. So we're told after college, you have the privilege of getting a job. So we say, I'm going to get a job. But one thing you find out is jobs are not paying what they used to pay. Because a lot of the companies that had larger salaries, they've outsourced those jobs. Or a lot of those old-time large salary jobs, they're non-existent. See, with technology, there are a lot of industries, businesses that are just closing their doors. There used to be staple businesses, Sears and Roebuck, closing doors. Woolworth, gone. If you're old enough to remember J.W. Woolworth, gone. So many businesses or businesses that employed hundreds of thousands of people, gone. Because now most people truly decide they like shopping online. I went on Amazon this morning, ordered something. I had the option to have it delivered to me same day today with no shipping. So you know what I chose? Same day. I didn't have to leave my home. And what I ordered this morning already arrived in my house. Now that's customer service. But see, that's taking people away from having to actually be a customer in a store. But that's just the way the world is going. Now let's talk about an interesting statistic. The U.S. Census Bureau, they did a study because people were given a promise that if you work 40 hours a week for 40 years, it used to be something called pension. Pension. That's gone. See, the pensions were replaced with risky retirement plans, and we're not going to go into those. But those retirement plans are not taking care of people or enough money to take care of people until they die. So there was a study done, and that study says for every 100 people aged 65 years of age and over, how are they living now? How has the plan we've sold society, how's that working? Well, what they found is 1 is wealthy. 1 in 100 is wealthy. So you know they did something different. 3 are still working. 4 have enough money to retire. But guess what? What do you think enough money to retire? A lot of people feel like my retirement plan is going to have just over $500,000. And that is a rare retirement plan. That's actually one of the excellent ones. That's going to have more than $500,000 when it's time for you to retire. But let's say, okay, 65, you're retiring with a $500,000 retirement plan. You're used to living on maybe $60,000, $70,000 a year. You said, but you know what? We can cut down. We can kind of budget ourselves. We can live on $50,000 a year. Do you know that's only going to last you 10 years? 10 years. See, if you have your money in a system where it's only going to be going out and nothing is going to be coming in, that account is going to deplete. So now you find yourself at 73 and you're looking at the balance of your retirement plan and you're like, what are we going to do? What am I going to do? I've got to go out and get a job. Got to go out and get a job, and I'm 73, 74 years old. Now, there are some senior-friendly companies out there. But see, truth be told, even one of the best senior-friendly companies, which is Walmart, Walmart's closing some of their stores. See, there's a granddaddy giant called Amazon that's even shaken Walmart. So what's left is our fast food places. But what are we seeing in the fast food places? Aren't you just seeing your own checkout kiosk? They want you to walk through the door. They want you to take your own order. They want you to pay for it yourself. But they don't want you to give you a discount. Now, mind you, you are saving them employee fees because those self-serve kiosks used to be employees saying, welcome to XYZ. May I take your order, please? Would you like fries with that? That's gone. Now you're doing it yourself and you're not even getting paid for it. So even our beloved seniors at age 74, 75, they're going to start to have a hard time finding a job. But the beautiful thing is, I'm going to show you a system that everyone on the planet, We have beloved seniors in their 80s that are doing carrot bars. So there is hope. There's hope at the light of the tunnel. And I'm going to tell you all about that. But let's get back to this study. Out of 100 people, 63 are dependent on Social Security or charity and family. Because we all know as family, we're helping our mothers, our fathers, our aunts, our uncles, our grandparents. We're helping out. We're helping them make their ends meet. Now, here's another sad statistic. 29 are deceased. That means they worked until they died. They never knew retirement. They never knew a time where they didn't have to be at a certain place at a certain time, where they didn't have to take their lunch when they're told and take their breaks when they're told. They either left home and never returned back home, or they left work and never went back to work. Either way, they worked until they died. So in the golden years, 95% of the people age 65 years of age and over, they cannot afford to retire, and they will work until they die. So you might say, that's not going to be me. I'm looking at my parents. My parents are trying to make ends meet. I'm helping out my mom and my dad right now. You know, I'm going to get a second job. Some people have 3 jobs, but only to find that the task, the job, and the career that they're performing was never meant to make them wealthy and give them true freedom. Even that second or third job was never meant to make you wealthy. Because if it was, it would have happened already. The second and third job is only paying you just enough to keep you coming. And then when it's time to file your taxes, you get a reality check. And that reality check is you have to pay more in income taxes. Now, straight ahead, we're going to give you some more facts, and then we're going to give you a solution. Here's the cash flow quadrant. The person that pays the highest taxes in the cash flow quadrant is the employee. The employee pays the highest in income taxes. Isn't that interesting? Our higher education, the main premise is to make employees. Wouldn't you think that an institution for higher learning, the main purpose would be to make business owners? They have the professors. Why aren't courses tailor-made for that? See, the employee is helping that business owner make his dream come true. But then you have some people that say, you know what, I'm not going to be an employee. I have a specialty. I have a passion for making people's teeth straight. I have a passion to fixing, that crooked smile. I want to be a dentist. I'm going to open up my own practice. Well, that is a step above employee, but that self-employed business owner, he's taxed higher than the actual business owner that has a large number of employees, because he's going to be given the tax breaks, that business owner. Now, some self-employed professionals, they actually have employees. They are getting some tax breaks. They have that frontline receptionist. They have that assistant. Let's talk about the dentist office. He has his frontline girls. They check you in. He normally will have a hygienist there, a dental assistant. It's going to do your x-rays and your quick minor stuff. But who actually comes in and does the work? It's actually the dentist. Now, if you, the dentist, are in a car accident or you are sick and you can't even stand, you have to call your employees and you have to have them cancel all your appointments. And when that is done, how much money you're going to make for that day? Now, those people that have already come to work, depending on what state you're in, They are guaranteed a certain number of hours, period. Here in California, if an employee reports to work and is sent home, he's guaranteed 2 hours. Okay. So what you might do is say, look, cancel all the appointments, straighten up the office, clean out the files, but you all go home in 2 hours. You're going to put them to work. You're not going to just send them home. You're going to have them be gainfully employed, but you're going to send them home. And if you're out a couple of days, you are severely impacted. So the business owner, the B quadrant, that one there is the one where the business owners are making out the best. They're getting the best tax breaks. They're making the best profits. You know, they're having people fulfill their dreams for them. And a lot of the time, in the business owner section, the business owner is actually not there. See, he actually probably has a manager or a director. He will log in if he's computer savvy and keep track of the books online. Just log into his computer system. You know, he could see what's going on at his workplace without actually having to be there. There are cameras that he can log into and see how many, you know, how his employees are gainfully employed. So he's pretty happy at the end of the day because he's benefiting from leverage. Now there is a quadrant, the investor quadrant. That's the quadrant where your money is going to work for you. Your money is going to work for you. The beautiful thing about the I quadrant, do you know all three of the other quadrants, the E quadrant, the S quadrant, and the B quadrant, all of them can participate in the I quadrant. Now you see that employee, how he's kind of slumped over, tired? But don't you think if he knew that his job could finance his freedom, don't you think he'd be standing up a little bit straighter? See, because every payday he's going to learn some principles, or he's already learned them. Principles I'm going to talk about in just a few minutes that makes payday a happy day versus payday just a pay my bills day. See, we're going to talk about wealth building. Wealth building. See, financial education is an education that's lacking. But there are definite books about financial education. There's a wonderful book called The Richest Man in Babylon. It's written by George S. Clausen. There's wealth principle number 1 that you really need to pay attention to. Wealth principle number 1 is you must pay yourself first. See, not you should, you must pay yourself first. Before you pay anything, you need to already have your finances in order that whenever you have money coming in, you already know how much you're going to pay yourself first. Now, there is something you're going to do with that pay yourself first. You're not paying yourself first to go spend it at the mall, but you must pay yourself first. Most Americans don't even have a savings. This was generous. It's not $10,000. Most Americans don't even have a savings of $1,000 to $2,000 in a savings account. But you must keep a portion of everything you earn for yourself. Wealth principle number 2, you must create residual income. See, successful people know that if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. You have to design or get involved with a system that employs leverage. Now, isn't that kind of the system that the B quadrant is working so well on the efforts of others, the efforts of their employees? Well, there are other systems that are going to offer the same thing, that you're going to be able to benefit from leverage, and the system's going to generate some wealth. And it's going to give you some residual income. Residual income is going to start to come whether you actually did the work or not. That's residual income. Wealth principle number 3, you must solve taxation. Now we're starting to get into some difficult ones. Solve taxation. You're thinking, how can I solve taxation? I cannot control how much I pay on taxes. I cannot control how much taxes is taken out from my check and my W-2. Can't control it. But guess what? Yes, you can. Having a home-based business is a way to reduce your tax exposure. See, you will be able to benefit from some legitimate business taxes having a home-based business. Certain things that you couldn't write off without a home-based business, you can, which is going to free up some extra money for you. Now, wealth principle number 4, you must solve inflation. And you're thinking, wait a minute, okay, you must solve inflation. Ever since I became an adult, or I really started to realize that my money was not buying what it used to, I knew that was a problem. But I knew that was a problem that was completely out of my control. I can't control what prices they're going to charge for gas, for food, for pretty much everything, the movies. But there is a solution. See, there is a way to solve inflation. And I'm going to tell you about it. It's Carrot Bars International Gold Acquisition, Wealth Building, Financial Freedom, and Payment System. And it is simply this. You save the money you want to keep in gold. Now I want to slow that sentence down. You save the money you want to keep. Now we just talked about what is the money you want to keep. The money you want to keep is the money you're paying yourself first with. So you save the money that you want to keep, but you save it in gold. When you share with others, you're going to get paid for everybody who's paying themselves first and saving the money they want to keep in gold. I'm going to go into some examples a little bit later on why you want to save in gold. See, this is a hidden secret for the wealthy. Let's talk a little bit about the company. And the company is Carrot Bars International. It was founded in 2011. It internationally ships to more than 120 countries worldwide, and we are definitely over that. It specializes in the production and the sale of high quality gold in small transaction friendly weights. It is located in the commercial corporate district in Stuttgart, Germany. Now some people say, well, I don't know, that company's in Germany, I don't know about that, as they get in their Mercedes Benz and drive away. See, the country that it's in has nothing to do with it. It is a legitimate company. It is debt-free. And it has a freedom plan for every one of us. Now, let's talk a little bit about the CEO and the founder, Mr. Harold Seitz. He's a visionary. He is a senator on the European Council. He owns multiple companies. I'm not even going to talk about all the companies that we are now pleased to be able and privileged to be able to benefit from. But Mr. Harold Seitz has a unique mission. And I challenge anyone out there that can put the name of a company down that has the type of mission that Mr. Harold Seitz has for Carrot Bars International. And not just has a mission that's in his mission statement on his corporate papers, a fluff piece of his mission. He has gone about trying to make this mission a reality for all of us. And here's his mission, word for word. My mission is to produce the highest quality gold available in the market and make it easily accessible to the masses of honest people around the world at a price point everyone can afford. My goal is that carrot bars help millions find financial freedom from this current system of debt. Now, if you're paying yourself first and you're paying yourself first in gold, you're going to accomplish that mission. We have a proven system. Mr. Harold Seitz has created a system that literally perpetuates the generation of wealth for the masses using the only real form of money, gold. And we have 4 optional ways to participate in carrot bars or carrot bars sister companies. Now, the financial experts, they all tell you because they're all doing this. They're putting and protecting a portion of their wealth in physical gold. They're just getting it in the huge bars and protecting it. Now, most of us cannot afford those huge bars at about $60,000 a bar, $70,000 a bar. But can you afford $7? See, if you could skip the drive-through, you could afford our 1 gram cash gold. Just skip the drive-through. Because a lot of people say, save, pay myself first. I can't pay all my bills. As they definitely let you know, they can't start the week or their morning out without stopping at their favorite coffee spot and getting their mocha chocolate latte and their muffin. They walk out of there, $8 to $10 every single morning. Skip the drive-through, skip the hot drink, smoothie plate, skip it just one time a week. And you can start to pay yourself first. And the reason why you want to do it is gold is money. Gold is money, and it is a safe store of value and wealth. Now I'm going to talk about how gold outpaces inflation. Remember wealth principle number 4, you must find a way to solve inflation. Here's the answer. 1 gram of gold in 1971, 1 gram would buy you about 5 loaves of bread. $1 will get you 4. Pretty close. You know, that's just the difference between a loaf of bread. But now fast forward today. 1 gram of gold will buy you 25 plus loaves of bread. Whereas $1 will only get you about 2 slices. What outpaces inflation? Just in that one example alone. Some people love to hear examples in money. Let's talk some money. Let's say in 1971, you had $2,000. Now, one of the $1,000 you kept in $100 bills, put it under your mattress. The other $1,000 in 1971 bought you 24.6 ounces of gold. You put the gold under your bed. Flash forward today, you decided to take it out. Do you know that $1,000 lost 83.5% of its purchasing power? Inflation. See, it depreciated in what it can buy. But you know, when you took the gold out from under the bed, it is worth $32,373. It increased 3,137%. There's your answer. See, this is why we do this. This is why we are so proud to share this information with people. We're not trying to get people to do this. We're trying to open their eyes so they could see how they could get out of the financial situation that they're currently in. That's what we're doing. It's a noble thing. Now, our gold is 24 karat 999.9 fine gold. We also have wonderful specialty cards you can give as gifts we have our cash gold. Our cash gold is in smaller quantities. It's in 1/10, 2/10, 4/10, and 6/10 of a gram. We also have our cash gold cards, 1 gram, 3 grams, and 6 grams. See, our cash gold product line, it's what feeds or fuels our Carrot Pay app. See, we're turning gold digital. You could take gold from your Carrot Pay app and you could transfer it to somebody in whatever state or country your relatives or friends are living in, as long as they have a Carrot Bars account and a Carrot Pay portal opened up. You can transfer your gold to them. That's the beauty of our cash gold. We also have businesses that are signing up. They are happy to take your gold for their products, goods, and services. And why wouldn't they? See, the dollar is depreciating on them just as much as it is on you. As a business owner, let's say I sold shoes, I would rather, now you can't do your whole inventory because you still have to pay certain bills, your lease, your phone bill, your insurances, all those bills that must be paid on a monthly basis that a traditional business owner has. You still got to pay that in cash. But your profits, remember, you're supposed to be paying yourself first anyway on any money you're making. Now, the shoes, let's say they were worth about $60, gram of gold. I got my gram of gold, customer has their shoes, everybody's happy. Let's check on that customer a year from now. If they still have the shoes, or they may have worn them out, or they may be on to the next best shiny shoe, but I still have my gram of gold that has gone up in value. So doesn't it look like, goodness, I got paid a little bit extra for something I sold a year or so ago? That's the purchasing power of gold. Now see, what we also do in Carrot Bars, not only option 1, save in gold, we got option 2. We save in gold and we earn income. See, this is a wonderful company we're involved with. When you invite others, the company is going to give you a commission. They're going to give you a percentage of everything from the people that you invite, and from whatever gold product, whatever business package they get, you're going to get a percentage. And it starts at 0.5% and it goes all the way up to 6% for inviting people to pay themselves first. And then those that want to participate in option 3, which is maximize your earning potential, they're going to get a business package after they complete their registration. They are going to stretch themselves and get the package they can afford. We have our bronze package that puts you at the top of the compensation plan. We have our gold package, our silver package, and our entry-level bronze. I think I said the bronze puts you at the top, but that's the VIP that puts you at the top of the compensation plan. And the bronze package is the entry-level package. You get in where you fit in, but stretch yourself. And when we say stretch yourself, sometimes when we're going to have events, let's say we're going to have an event at our house, maybe over the holidays, you were having family over, Labor Day, you were going to barbecue, and you look up and you're like, oh my goodness, the grill is shot. And you have a nice propane, and the grill it's not even working. I forgot the last time I used it. I kept telling myself, I got to replace this grill. Won't you just go out and stretch yourself, normally by means of a credit card? Oh, you're going to have a grilled barbecue. See, we will stretch ourselves when it's something we feel we want to stretch ourselves for. But when you're starting your own home-based business, I can't think of a better endeavor to stretch yourself, to pull out the credit card and stretch yourself, get the highest package you can possibly afford. I'm going to show you in just a few moments how you can start earning commissions to help pay for that. These business packages are tax deductible. So that's another reason you want to stretch yourself. Then you're going to upload your KYC documents. And what that is, the company has to know you're a real person, and the company has to know that you have a real mailing address, because your business package, every business package, do you know there's gold in the business package? And we already learned gold is money. So the company's mailing money to you with your business package. So that's why you need to prove that you have a legitimate mailing address. And then you want to set up your auto exchange. You want to pay yourself first. Remember, wealth principle number 1, pay yourself first. The reason why we set up auto exchange. How many of you out there are like me? I need things to automatically be paid for me. I do. I can't possibly remember what is due on what day. 90% of every bill I have is on an auto payment cycle. That way they're paid on time. The same with my gold acquisitions. They are paid on a weekly basis. I pay myself first weekly. So you want to immediately set that up. Then you're just going to start inviting others. Now let's look at what you're inviting them to do. You're inviting them to get a business package which solves taxation, wealth principle number 4. You're inviting them to pay themselves first, wealth principle number 1. You're inviting them to set up auto exchange. You're inviting them to pay themselves first in a system that's going to solve inflation, outpace it. Doesn't all of this look like it's all about them? Every single thing or item or activity on this list benefits the person you're sharing the information with. This is all about them. This is about building generational wealth for the next generation that they have. How many of you have truly inherited something from a rich aunt or uncle? You know, gone are those days. Unfortunately, these days, we're having to do GoFundMe accounts just to bury a relative. So when duplication starts to happen, that's when you're going to start earning residual income. Remember, Mr. Warren Buffett said you got to get yourself in a system that you're going to create residual income, because you're going to be benefiting from leverage. But let's talk just a little bit about a penny that doubles every day. I love this example. Here's the example. You're offered a suitcase of $500,000, and I always bump it up to $500,000 because 100,000 that's not nothing in this day and age. $500,000, and you say, look, you could take this suitcase, $500,000 right now, or I'm going to offer you a penny that doubles every single day for 30 days. You're going to have to delay some gratification. You're going to have to be patient and believe in the system. What's your choice? A lot of people are the right now type. They're like, give me the money. I don't know if I'm going to be alive 30 days from now, which is a horrible outlook. Without you offering them this scenario, they definitely would be thinking they're going to be alive 30 days from now. But that's just their excuse to take the suitcase to run to whatever expensive car dealer they want to run to. But if they would just delay gratification, do you know that a penny that doubles every single day for 30 days would end up being $5,368,709.12? Isn't it worth the wait? Now, the reason we say that is duplication takes time. Sometimes you don't initially feel like you're getting anywhere, or it's not happening fast enough. But I'm going to give you an example, because if you want to make some money, this system is going to pay you instantly. And let's talk about it. This is you got a business package. This case, you got a VIP, because I'm a VIP. I love this example. I'm a VIP and I'm paying myself first. Okay. I share it with Cheryl and Dan. They come in at bronzes and they pay themselves first. Do you know instantly I'm getting a direct commission for their business packages? Instantly, you see it in your back office. And it's going to be paid to you the following Friday. I'm going to get 25% of what they spent on those business packages. Goodness, what if Cheryl would have gotten a VIP package? And I'm a VIP. 25% of that, that's about $400, almost $500. That's how money is made here in Carrot Bars. That's how fast. And I'm getting it the very next week. There are no limits. We just have to invite and show people the information, because it's all about them. The business packages help them reduce their tax exposure, and them getting on auto exchange is helping them pay themselves first in gold. You're also going to get commissions in your monthly position on the gold that they get, a certain percentage. Okay, and I'm going to talk about another way you're going to get paid. But now, just in that example alone, let me see, my slides just changed on me. Just on that example alone, it shows you how money is made in our system. As our teams are growing, all of these people are connected to you. And as they're connected to you, they're getting business packages, they're getting gold. Now, you don't get the direct commission anymore unless it's someone you personally sponsor. See, we say sponsor two to get the ball rolling, but don't ever stop at two. This is a noble cause. You're going to tell as many people as you possibly can. Okay, now the way you're going to continue to benefit is with your dual team. That's what the business package does. Turns on your dual team. You have a left team and you have a right team. And it goes to infinity. It doesn't stop. Now, all of the gold products, they all come with grams of gold. I'm sorry, the gold, of course they come in grams of gold. They all come with units. The business packages all come with grams of gold, and they also come with units. Now, it's the units that help you qualify in a whole nother way in Carrot Bars. Because every time you get 25 units on one side and 50 units on the opposite side, you get an instant dual team payout, instantly. Now you might say, well, wait a minute, how much? Well, you chose your business package, so you chose how much. That's why I said stretch yourself, because for the exact same activity, you could be paid just under $100. See, that 80 euros, just under $100. Or if you got the entry level bronze, that VIP is the 80. The bronze is 20 euro, about $25. Now, by all means, you get in where you fit in, because you're going to start earning commissions right away. Getting in where you fit in, you'll be able to buy another business package when you can afford it. But the beautiful thing is, you will instantly see your commissions in your back office as you qualify for the dual team payouts. And it's waiting to pay out the very next Friday. And the system is set to pay out 180,000 dual team payouts per week. Now, how are we paid? We are paid on a prepaid MasterCard. It's a beautiful MasterCard. It's good in 120 countries globally. That's what we're paid on. When we put it in an ATM, it pulls out the currency of the country that we're in. Now, Mr. Seitz goes one step further. When you earn 200 euro in commissions in 1 week, he pays you with a gram of gold and then the rest in cash on your prepaid MasterCard, because he wants you to start paying yourself first in gold. He wants you to start building a legacy. So he's going to help you do it as well. Now, option number 4, we invest in our Carrot coins. We have 2 of them. We have KBC. It's called Carrot Gold Coin. and we have KCB, which is Carrot Bank Coin. These two coins are a part of our financial Carrot ecosystem. Our Carrot gold coin, our Carrot, gold coin, it's available on 2 exchanges, actually 4 exchanges, but 2 of them are larger, Hit BTC and Coin Super. You're able to go and get you some today. They're at an excellent price still. And our KCB, it has so many functions. It's in the ICO stage right now. It serves so many things. Every time you buy a KCB coin, do you know the bank gets more physical gold to back the original coin with? That's why we say you want both coins. You want to get the KCB and you want to still go get that KBC. It's an investment. But what's unique about our cryptocurrency, it's a cryptocurrency, is it's backed by gold. Everything Mr. Harold Seitz touches, gold is attached to it. So the research has been done. We get our gold from LBMA approved refineries. We're in over 120 countries. FedEx is our delivery partner. You have to sign for your gold in your business package. MasterCard is our payment partner. The Vatican does fundraising with Carrot Bars, raising money for the charities there. We have hundreds of thousands of satisfied affiliates worldwide. Satisfied. See, because if you don't do anything else but save gold, you win. You win. So you want to take action today. You want to start to save a lot of gold. You want to invest in our Carrot coins, KBC and KCB. You want to tell a lot of people about the opportunity to change the economy in their own home. And we get an extra bonus. We get paid to do that. We make a lot of money for it. So there's nothing better than that. We keep you plugged into our system. We have fast track trainings on Sunday nights. We have Monday through Saturday power calls every single day, except for Sunday. On Wednesday nights, we have a freedom call. We have live presentations like the ones that I'm doing right now on Monday afternoon, Tuesday evening, and Thursday evening. We have different board meetings. We give you information. We also have a new affiliate orientation. I'm going to add that to the slide. It's on Monday nights at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And that's at wealthbuildingwebinar.info. And that's A to Z on how to get your account set up right and different tasks that you need to do as a business owner. So we want to just make sure you stay plugged in. Now, it's been my pleasure presenting this webinar to you this evening. I want you to give back to the person who cared enough about you to want you to see this information. Because this will change the economy in your home. Let them know you want to get started. Let them know you want to get invited. If you're seeing this on Facebook, share it in your Facebook page. Share it with others. This information is that important. So it's been my pleasure. Everyone, have a wonderful evening.